Jason, now we're looking at a possible worst event that's happened to your startup, and how were you able to overcome that challenge?
Okay. Well, again, in the context of worst events, I realize that this doesn't merit, horribleness, but I think the worst event for me was as we've grown and we've gotten into larger studios and things like that. I have a bit of a Napoleon complex, and not being taken.
You're not sure.
Well, I was up until college, but I think that, as I said, I think we have a terrific solution, and we show that to students sometimes. Like, this is great, we want this solution, but well, you guys are just too darn small. And we've been very successful over the last, few years of getting these larger clients, but having to constantly prove that we're legitimate, basically. We just went through an exercise with a studio to prove our legitimacy, frankly, for a year, which is fine, and now we're moving forward. But
and this doesn't sit well for the ruler of the world, right?
It doesn't sit well on my ego, obviously, but it also doesn't sit well because it's, I feel like I've been there a little bit. I haven't been in the software industry professionally for 33 years. I've been writing software, which is longer than a lot of the people.
Yourself,
I feel like it, and I've been writing since I was 12 years old in New York, doing software for the Board of Ed, and software for the Rockefeller Foundation, and had multiple listing. And now you see, it's like, yeah, but we're just not sure. It's like, really? Because
how much more experience could you possibly
what more could I bring to this table?
Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes it's just a matter of perception. So I've learned to play that game, and I've hired a bunch of guys in suits with more gray hair, and that seems to work.
Because you were just way too young to have that much experience.
The fact is, I'm actually not that young, but I guess I look a little younger than I am, and so people tend to, what I used to say, kid brother me. They become everybody's kid brother, and it's not how I roll.
But that's a great point for our audience, because when you think about starting a business, you could be too young, you could be too old, you could be a woman, and all these things could be perceptions.
Because I always think it's a meritocracy. If you've got the goods, that should be it. And maybe I cleave too closely to that, that lyric. But that's, having to then prove salesmanship and suits and things. This is a very rare day for me to be in a suit. I was usually in t-shirt and jeans, but I was on a panel. But I get the game. I get you have to do it.
It's kind of like the tipping point.
Yes.
Yeah. Someone has to sell the work of
exactly.
the
That's why
and it's interesting because most entrepreneurs, this is a big point for our entrepreneurs, because most of entrepreneurs, I think, go into an entrepreneurial situation because they believe it's a meritocracy. There's no obstacle. There are no other
it's
barriers.
Unfortunate. That's right, and it could be on the basis of anything, as you said, the way you look, the way you act, your accent. I used to get hung up when people, because I had a Brooklyn accent, they lower your IQ level, just like when you hear somebody with a British accent, you shouldn't have smart. It's like, listen, I've got a lot of British friends, they're nice people. They're not necessarily any smarter just because they have a British accent.
But perception is reality.
Absolutely, and you think of guys who talk like this as not having a high IQ, and that's a form of prejudice. You're prejudging someone on the basis of the way they look, speak, act.
It shouldn't be that way, but it happens.
But
and it's interesting.
I just want to add one more thing to what you said before about entrepreneurs. The one thing I also have been acutely aware of, something I'm sure you've heard it today, something called founder syndrome. And founder syndrome is something I battle against constantly, which is, can the founder be separated from the owner? The company exists without the founder. And I try to put in place a lot of structures of scalability and operations such that you're not susceptible. I keep thinking to myself, what will I do?
And you also want to feel like you can retire to that Caribbean island without having to be working 24/7, getting soft, or maybe not.
I don't think that's in my genes.
That's not your thing.
I don't think that's my thing. I think I work until they tell me, I can't do it anymore. But
from one workaholic to the other, I understand.
Yeah. I don't think it'll ever be, he's done, he's checked now. I can't relax. So.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.